Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I will be discussing whether Dungeon Quest is on the verge of glory or if it's all going downhill. Well, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Before we begin, it's important to put things back into context. As all of you know, Dungeon Quest has changed radically in the past months, seeing new dungeons, a new interface, and ultimately a new player base. However, most of the OG players remain divided on whether these changes are doing only good for the game or if Voldex will bring an ultimate end to Dungeon Quest. Today we shall explore what each side believes and try to understand their point of view. To make things straight, in Dungeon Quest there are the players who like what is happening and those who don't. Most of those who believe this is beneficial for DQ think that Dungeon Quest used to be a dying game, which, let's be honest, was kind of true. They concluded that Dungeon Quest needed saving and there was nothing better than a whole revamp. The arrival of Voldex on the scene did change a few things, notably the player base rose, and as I have stated numerous times, from 10,000 players to 10,000. It is also true that Voldex brought a wave of new content to the game with the addition of Yokai Peak, events, shops, etc., resulting in an entertaining experience. All in all, they believe Dungeon Quest has been given a brand new life and a second chance to become a popular game. While some of the DQ player base believes this is beneficial, there are those who do not. These mainly concern more ancient players who have seen what the game was like when VCafe still owned it. At the time, the updates gave us a ton of new content and a very long time to try it out. I know this wasn't always the case, but some updates came in quicker than we expected. In the early days of Dungeon Quest, the game received a lot of attention, mostly on YouTube with emerging creators like Calvin, Tenka, or Ascension. Part of this nostalgia and once glorious time is what I think causes the outrage in the players who don't like Voldex. They are seeing their favourite game slowly being turned into a trash can. However, it doesn't end there, as almost each update flushed down by Voldex included shops, currencies, money, and cosmetics. I mean, I know it's fair for the players who can't afford enough Robux to buy expensive pixels, but this goes even further than that. What Voldex has started is a never-ending loop of money-making shops. Obviously, I've expressed my opinion on this many times during my previous video. I don't really believe Dungeon Quest is going on the right track. I must admit though, some of the updates were actually a good thing for the game. They brought in the new players and ultimately made it resurface on the Roblox page. I'm making this video to let you all know that, despite the changes which DQ will inevitably endure, I still believe there is hope for this once nostalgic game. Well, that being said, I will conclude this video. As always, everything I stated here was my personal opinion and a simple observation of facts, so feel free to disagree in the comments. That being said, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.